Are you dwelling upon your past? Or are you feeling really stuck with your emotions which keeps you holding back from not doing your work or your dreams, ambitions? Then listen to me very carefully, and this might give a clarity. You have to go back your past, because it is not about dwelling upon the past, it is not about wasting time on it, but I'm talking about the lessons that you're supposed to learn from your past. You're supposed to learn from your mistakes that you have done in your past, and that is really crucial for your life, because the world wasn't built by only success, only achievements, only accomplishments by people. The world was built by the realization, by the failures, that failures gives the reference to the success. And that is what you need to understand. Every failure, every mistake is extremely important, but the failure without realization, failure without execution, which will never gonna give results or success, isn't it? And I want you to think very clearly. You have to go back your past, whatever you've done. Think about as a third person looking at you and asking a few questions about you, how to become a better person. If I want to be like that, if I'd be like that, how can I become, how can I turn myself into this person, and how can I turn my mistakes into reference to my success? So this is what you need to really understand. And most of the people dwelling upon the past, 80% of the past, 80% of the people that they are literally dwelling upon, they are focusing on too much on negative content that they've gone through, the mortifying, the lament that they've gone through, everything. They are simply wasting their time, they're simply wasting their effort, their energy, their potential, and they are acknowledging that I'm wasting potential, but still they are doing it. And that is so ridiculous thing I'm talking about. And that's okay. The person who is so successful is not afraid of making mistakes. He's not afraid of going back his past to take up the lessons, to take up the a precious thing that he needs to execute in real time, in present. And that's how they become powerful. And think about Gandhiji, think about Mahatma Gandhi and APJ Abdul Kalam and J.K. Rowling. They are turned the imagination, visualizations, and vision into reality, because imagination, if you build up the negative imagination over your past, that could have happened like that, that could have turned like that, I could have turned a better person in my past in an unrealistic way. Unsurprisingly, you won't be doing it, you won't got like that, because seeing yourself in an unrealistic, in other dimension way, that could have never happened, that could have never been in future, in present actually. And that is so ridiculous, that is so pathetic thing that you should be understand. And pathetically, you would end up in same position, same monotonous way, which will never gonna give you any value, as well as others too. So what makes you powerful is that present in putting your thoughts in reality, and trying to building up yourself, trying to executing more and more, and letting yourself allow to take up the lessons from your past. That is extremely important, that is crucially important. And that's how, in a paradoxical life that keeps you holding back every single opportunity, you try to go against the walls of the past, you can't, only end up falling down. And that's how, walking down of your life, what would you achieve? Nothing else. So you're supposed to be supervision about your dream. You're so super serious about your dream and ambitions. And every person know that time is very precious. Every person know it's not about knowing what's right, it is not about knowing what's good for you. It's about execution, it's about taking the right decision, or not. Because someone successful, and the world sees that how strangeringly they are getting successful. And that is so bad, because the world focus on the negative things, the world focus on the average life. They want average life. It always looks for the average life because that is same thing. If they look out, if they walk out from the world of average life, if they see through the new things, and it's gonna be successful. At least try to be who you wanna be in your life, and the world doesn't care. It easily moves on.